Hi guys, welcome to part one of a three-part series on mastering the deadlift. Matt Skeffington with strength coach Neil Baruti, and we're going to start with part one, mastering the hip hinge. And the deadlift is a functional, a prime movement that we need to master for a few reasons. And first is that it's a very functional movement, meaning that we use it every day. Every time we pick something up off the floor, we reach down to lift a heavy object, we need the ability to lift with our legs, as we talk about a lot, but do so moving through our hips while keeping a neutral spine. What I mean by neutral spine is a spine that stays in a constant, good position so that we're stable through our entire core, not lifting with our back, but we're using our big, strong muscles, our glutes and our hamstrings. Second, from a sports performance standpoint, it's a great movement to get the total body involved. You get a lot of hamstring work, a lot of glute work, upper back work, grip work. And these are all important things from a sports performance standpoint. The ability to produce power through our glutes and our hamstrings, to jump high, to sprint, to cut, change direction, is huge. And finally, from an aesthetic standpoint, if you're someone who's looking to gain mass, gain muscle, to look better, to feel better, deadlift is a great exercise. And the problem is a lot of people jump into advanced deadlift movements too quickly and end up getting hurt without mastering the basics. And today the basic is the hip hinge. So with new individuals, new athletes and clients, we start with the PVC hip hinge. So Neil is going to take the PVC pipe, he's going to turn out this way. And as you can see from the back, he's got one hand in his low back, one hand above his head, or he can be in his neck. But he's got 3 points of contact: his head, his upper back, and his butt. If he turns to the side, you're not going to be able to fit a good amount of your hand in his low back. If you can fit a whole fist, you got a lot of daylight in here, he's overarching. So I'm going to cue Neil to set his ribs, give a little exhale. From here, he's going to soften his knees, and he's going to push his hips straight back to the wall behind him. He's going to go nice and slow, and as you can see, he's moving, pause right there, Neil, through his hips, keeping what we call a neutral spine, 3 points of contact. He's got good tension through his hamstrings, a little knee bend, and his shin is staying completely vertical. Come back up. And when he finishes, he's nice and tall, glutes are on, rib cage is down. Okay, one more rep. Hips are coming straight back to the wall, keeping his hips high, little knee bend, feeling good tension through his glutes and hamstrings, 3 points of contact. Come on up, Neil. Awesome job. Once they get that, it's time to move on, it's time to load the exercise. And we usually go with a cable pull through or a kettlebell deadlift. So Neil's going to grab the cable. He's going to go ahead and walk out. Yeah, you can turn out this way. And he's going to start nice and tall, just like we started our PVC hip hinge. So legs are straight, ribs are down. He's going to start by softening his knees. Hips are going to go back, and he's going to keep his hands high, reaching slow, loading his glutes and hamstrings. Good neutral spine, good head position. He's going to finish, pull his hips through and squeeze his butt. And he's finishing straight line head to toe, rib cage down, not overextended. Glutes are on. One more rep. Hips go back slow. Hips go straight back. Good. Positive shin angle, straight up and down. Good little knee bend. He's back up. Squeeze his butt. Okay, after that, we'll load it even more. A little bit more challenging version, kettlebell deadlift. You can also use a dumbbell turned up. So from here, kettlebell's right between his feet. He's going to push his hips back. As you can see, he's got a good angle through his torso. Rib cage is down, hips are high, glutes and hamstrings are loaded, and his shin angle is straight up and down. He's going to stand straight up, pushing through his heels, finishing tall, squeezing his butt. Rib cage down, glutes on. He's going to initiate by sending his hips back, little knee bend, all the way down, keeping a good shin angle that's vertical. As you can see, his torso is kind of folded over forward. He's back up. Squeeze his butt. Now Neil, turn out, face the camera. We'll do one more rep. Going down, you can see his knees are pushed out slightly, weights in his heels, rib cage is down, straight up, come through hips to the kettlebell, finishing nice and tall. With these two exercises, we shoot for 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. And if you have trouble keeping a neutral spine, if you can't get your hips down with a neutral spine, good back position, elevate the kettlebell, stack it on 3 or 4 plates. As you get better, you'll be able to go lower and lower to the ground. That's it for part one. We'll see you next week.